I'm on my Dr. Umar for a moment, just for a moment. We want equality, but we siding with the enemy. We want equality, but we're siding with the enemy. We want equality, but we're siding with the enemy. And the big conversation is, oh well, if you just do this, or hey man, we're already doing these things. It's like majority of our people are not doing that. Why do y'all keep going to that point? I don't know why. And then the fact that y'all keep saying, hey, criminals should be getting pulled up on like this. Yeah, but they're not pulling up on all the criminals. They're pulling up on the citizens of a city. They're pulling up on the citizens of a city. They're not pulling up on every community. They're not protecting every particular, they're not protecting, quote unquote, all the cities. Or all of the neighborhoods. They're going to black neighborhoods. Just saying, how you doing today? They're going to black neighborhoods. They're not going to all the neighborhoods. Yes, the black and brown are being affected the most, tremendously. Yes, they are committing the crimes. No one is looking against that. Yes, they are committing the crimes. Let's keep in mind the reason that they are committing the crime in place, except to throw them in prison, to throw them in jail, to murder them in cold blood. We don't want the government to take action for their responsibilities, but they want to hold us responsible. How much sense does that really make, people? Let's be honest about that. So the effects of the things that have taken place against our people, which are now working, I think it takes a couple generations for it to become the way it is. So we wanted equality, but now we're siding with the enemy and think that our people will have any justice, will be justified. No, this is the effects of the things that you put our people through. Equality with our people. So the police are pulling up on black communities. They're not pulling up on white communities. They're not protecting the white communities. They're just going to black people communities and putting their ass in jail, attempting to put them in prison. That has nothing to do with them taking down criminals. They're taking down predominantly black men, black and brown men and women. A guy even agreed that, hey, if you shouldn't be standing outside in the middle of the night. Why? So you mean to tell me I'm gonna step out on my porch and a police see me, he can just pull up and arrest me? Come on, man. Y'all know that don't make no sense, man. Y'all know that don't make no sense, man. Like, how much sense does that make, black man? Why do you keep going with the narrative? Why do you keep going with the fact that people should just be allowed to pull up on innocent civilians being eventually arrested and harmed? We're not talking be our people. This can happen to our people. But let's just say they was pulling up and they was doing it to other cultures. Let's just say they was doing that to other cultures. Yes, black people should be respectful as well. But let's keep in mind let's keep in mind the effects of all the things that have taken place in America. I keep trying to figure out why people skip over that and then they want to just look at the crime part of it. They don't want to look at the resolution of it, but they want to look at the what is it that for every action there's a reaction. This is the reaction at this point. America's going through the reaction, but they don't question the action. We don't want to question our government. We want to just question the citizens, the civilians, the people that help make this country what it is. Does that even make sense, y'all? Come on now, be honest about that. I don't know if I'm skipping out or anything like that, but salute to the people that did pull up and watch. But I just want that to be a thought in mind. Like, why do we keep looking at the citizens like, hey, you're a piece of shit and you should be handled accordingly? But we don't want to look at our government and say, hey, you're a piece of shit and you should be handled accordingly. Does that make sense, people? I think that we're getting too far away from the fact that our government is the ones that should be held accountable. We keep working for our government when our government should be working for us. And they want to talk about these tax dollars being spent some type of way. No, I think a lot of that money still gets pocketed. I think a lot of those things continue to be um, disineffective in manners where it could be more effective when it comes to getting things done, and being strategic with the money, and being strategic with changing our environment around us. See, we keep blaming the citizens, but we're not blaming the people that should really be being blamed. Wayne with the Braves, what's up, bro? We're not blaming our government. We blaming the citizens, and expect for things to ultimately change. A lot of American people, they wake up and they do the same shit every day with no results. Okay, Logan Pagan, salute to you. Lisa Koch, Shizzle, Lucianne Rose. I should have put sub up on here. Hold on. Let me get my subs up, cause y'all ain't just gonna be chatting without getting them subs up. Come on now. Y'all can give your boy a sub. Don't be stingy with your subs. So I just don't understand why we can't look at that and stand up on that shit. We don't want to stand up on our government, but we want our government to stand up, and we keep rooting for that shit. I don't get y'all, man. Some of these civilians and citizens that walk around me, man, like they're the same, they're one and the same. But the people that walk around talking and walking and acting the way that they do, and they always want to put the government up on this particular type of pedestal, and make it seem as if we're the problem, we're the issue. I can't respect you, man, because you steer past the person that created the problem, and they're not offering up no resolution except prison or death. So like our government and our streets, they are becoming more dangerous. Oh yeah, they are becoming more dangerous. It's a lot of things that I agree with on both sides and disagree with on both sides. But that's why we have to take a moment to realize that. What's up, Courtney? Appreciate you pulling up. Um, I think that's where we have to take a moment and realize, like, they're playing us, man. We keep allowing this government to rule over us in a manner to where now we start pointing at each other. Like, what kind of shit is that, man? Y'all know that don't even make no sense, man. So they can commit all of the most terrible crimes, acts. Like they want to bring up Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, we got this, but we don't got this. Well, doesn't that tell you something about your government? They've yet to expose the people that were involved in an Epstein situation, because they know it's their people. And we continue to let them slide for that shit. Instead of sliding on our government, we want to slide on the citizens. We backwards as hell. And then wonder why things get to a point where it's tyranny, it's destruction. It looks like the end of the world. And that's where I get to a point where I'm like, you know what? I don't have faith in this system, first off. And I damn sure ain't got faith in some of these citizens that walk around and put this government up on a pedestal. And the media. We want to believe all the stats that the media pour out into it. Yeah, I appreciate that, Courtney. That's dope, man. I appreciate you. I think I remember you from if I'm not mistaken, from EJ's panel. Salute to you. I don't have no faith in that, man. I really don't. And I hope that one day we can wake up and hold our government responsible. But of course, once we do that, it'll be over, man. I was just talking about that with my partner. Like, this America is potentially, and it looks as if it has become a third world country. CC, what it do? How you doing? Appreciate you pulling up. It looks like a third world country at this point, based on how we allow our government to control over everything, the narratives. They control the media, they control the wars. It's like we have no say so over that. And that's because we give that power to these officials. We don't take that power back. We don't take that power into our own hands. We keep giving that shit to them. So I'm not going to sit up here and agree with none of that shit. I'm sorry. And I'm listening to these young brothers talk, and I'm like, well, damn, bro, either y'all really grew up just great and y'all never really been in a situation where you had to fight for anything. See, a lot of people never had to fight for shit. A lot of the people that talk shit, they never fought for nothing. They ain't never had to fight for nothing. They never had to fight for their rights. They never had to fight for their peace, their sanity, their freedom. They ain't really had to do that. All they do is get the benefit off of being in front of a microphone and a camera and talk their shit. They ain't never had to fight for nothing. So now we got all of these people that may be in a better predicament than a lot of others, but they don't see it from the perspective of a person who got to fight for their shit. What's up? I'm just reacting. Salute to you. And I just don't think that we're mindful of that when we be talking. And who I'm talking about the Cartier family. Cartier family, man, I think y'all done got to a point where y'all just one-sided in every approach when it comes to content. Y'all are not looking at it from a separate lens. You keep approaching content in the same manner. Nothing's different. You should be able to, especially if you ain't hit the streets and talk to the people in DC, you're making every black man out in DC just to be the worst type of people, and they should be locked up. And there's going to be what do they call it? Casualties of war. I don't respect that, man. I don't respect that. And like one of the young brothers said, oh, they gonna start doing this nationwide. Well, guess where they gonna start at? In all of our black communities. So they're going to be pulling up on our young black boys and girls, our young brown boys and girls, and harassing them, frisking them, and potentially making them out to be the worst criminal in the world. So they're going to arrest the citizens who make the government what it is, but they're not going to go to Washington and arrest those people. Go figure, man. Go figure. Man, y'all full of shit. Them boys full of shit, man. And I'm standing on that one. I'm standing on that one, brother, for real. Y'all are full of it. Y'all keep bigging up the enemy, and I just don't understand it. These guys, like, they get to a point in life where they just want to speak so vibrantly for the government and what the government should be doing. They rooting for the government. The government's doing the right thing. You ain't been through nothing, bro. You might as well stop that shit. You just... Casualties of war? They should be just pulling up on random people standing outside and frisk them and put them in handcuffs? Nah. I don't stand for that. I don't respect that. If you can't pinpoint who's committing what crimes, that means the police work hasn't even been completely done. So that means the police need to do a little bit more investigating before they start just pulling up on people. You might have a hint on a criminal, but you need to make sure that you pulling up and rocking out on the proper criminals. Because when you don't do that, fuck no. Fourth Amendment mayor violation. When they're not pulling up on the right criminals, I don't respect that, man. And I don't think this should go nationwide. But it's like the media's playing on people's emotions, tugging at people's hearts and stuff once again. And they're trying to get these people. And tomorrow I'm going to pull up that video. Because tonight, I'm going in the house or whatever. But tomorrow, I'm going to talk about it as well. But we have people basically saying this is going to be a nationwide thing. National Guard in every city, every local. Exactly, Santino. Salute to you pulling up, bro. Like, y'all are once again, they're going against the amendments. They're going against people's rights to be citizens in America. And we got Americans saying that this should be acceptable. How dare y'all, man? Y'all are pathetic for that. Y'all make me fucking sick, man. And I'm sorry for cussing, but like, and I'm a cussing man, but y'all make me sick. Them guys make me sick with that, man. Saying that this should be a lawful approach to citizenship. So our hard-earned money that we're dishing out should be um relinquished in this manner. That might not be the right term. You know, I'm be on my TI shit sometimes. I'll just be saying shit. I'll just be coming up with words and stuff. All the black people. Cutting edge, what it do, man? Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Nah, man, I don't represent that, and I don't stand by that, because that means you're gonna pull up on the kid. And I understand what that looks like. Everybody was not performing criminal acts, and they're just awarded this manner to pull up on our people and frisk them and search them and treat them like animals and potentially throw them in the cage, lock them away. Man, if you agree with that, man, you a dummy. Straight up and down, man. I don't know, man. It's sad. I ain't seen a video yet. Yeah, man. It's like, I swear, yo. And it's like, man, it's like it's getting to that, man. It looks like it's coming to that again. And it's like it's only our community. They don't do that shit in their communities, man. It's just a fact. And then the statistics, they're manipulated. Those stats are not accurate. It's just not. It's always been that way. They're talking about that right now on Fox News, how they're manipulating it to make it seem as if crime is down. Well, if they can manipulate it to make it seem as if crime is down, wouldn't you think that they can manipulate it to make crime seem as if it's up? If they can go down with it, why can't they go up with it? If they can go down with it, how come they go up with it? Riddle me that one. Riddle me that, Batman. You know? So, but that's where I stand on that subject, man. We want equality, but we want to side with the enemy. Why would we ever do that? Remember now, you're not going to be able to put a finger on it. You're not going to be able to identify the enemy, because that enemy uses tactics, and they know how to fight you without you even knowing they're fighting you. So we wanna just shout and hope that. I just don't nah, man. And it's like we're always the guinea pigs for these types of acts. It's like they always test that shit out on our people first, you know. So and that's not coming from a guy that commits crime every day. I get up and I go to work. I'm a tax-paying citizen myself. Still don't approve of that. I still don't approve of that. I don't want nobody pulling up on my son, potentially about to pop him or put him in prison for something that he didn't do, because that's what comes out of that situation. You know what I mean? So just a food, just a food for thought. You know what I mean? Just attempting to expand the mind, man, and just keep speaking my truth. Shout out to Grandma Calling, man. Make sure y'all sub up over there if y'all haven't already. Grandma Calling was having a great dialogue, and I was a part of that. Now, I was over here talking flat earth once, but I got shadow banned. It decked my whole channel shadow banned anyway. I only get my subs in here, and I get a few potential new subs or whatever. But it is what it is, man. We still gonna talk our shit. I mean, that's our freedom. That's my right. You know what I mean? And it's just like it gets stripped in so many ways, and we just go with it. We just go with it. You know what I mean? So, but other than that, I'm up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody pulling up. Salute to all of y'all. Cutting Edge, Santino, CC. I'm just reacting TV. Courtney, Wayne with the braids, Logan Pagan, Lisa Koch, Just saying, Shizzle, Lucianne Rose. Yeah, man, just shouting out all the people that supported me, for this particular. Oh yeah, definitely a different kind of vibe over there, CC. And man, I gotta go with it too. I'm gonna make a new channel and then I'm gonna drop the link for it or whatever, just to make sure that I'm not being blackballed, shadow banned, but they just want one topic, you know what I'm saying? Speak on the set, brother. Rumors can accept other. Yeah, I will talk about the sector. Like I said, I had already said that too, Santino. Like, and TJ was doing his thing with Damn D, but then Damn D flipped it on him. He made it seem like TJ was just being aggressive and stuff. I definitely said that. You know, um, but other than that, I haven't really been seeing nothing, no other actions going down in the sector as of current, except for that. But yeah, man, we here, man. I'm gonna definitely give my opinion, man. I mean, I can't worry about the effects of it, no more, bro. I definitely at one point definitely, looked at it like, man, let me just, fall back. It's not my issue. That's real solid of you, man. I be doing my thing, man. We gonna, like I said, gonna keep doing our thing. We just gonna keep pushing forward with it. And I know it'll get to where I want it to be, but I gotta make sure I keep it on one topic. Yo, yeah, I am, CC. Yeah, I am. They both. All I was saying was that they both had good points, really, honestly, because that's all it really be. It be two guys having a dispute. And I know growing up, man, like people always try to get you to side with they shit. Like, ain't I right? You, tell me I'm right, bro, or tell him he wrong. Like, man, I was trying to get a man to tell another man he wrong, and it's just like, yeah, But other than that, yeah, most definitely, CC, you right. I'm gonna let them do their thing, and but yeah, other than that, I'm uh I'm finna go in the crib, y'all, cause I just got to the crib, so I'm about to go handle some business. Finna go. I don't like really eating this late no more. He made it seem like. Who made it seem like? Nikki the knife. It wasn't what it was. Oh, you was talking about damn D and TJ. I mean, shit. Everybody don't talk the same. Can I say that without being stabbed by your knife? You made it seem like. Well, when I say made it seem like, some people might think that TJ's being aggressive. Some might not agree that TJ's being aggressive. They might just think he being him. They might just think that that's who he is. So, it's all perspective, and I always talk about perspective over here, Nikki. I always talk about perception. When people say things, it takes an effect on the people that's watching from a distance. I always talk about this. You know what I mean? It always takes a turn when people say things or things take place. It can sway how people look at you. It can ruin your reputation. And it might not even be it might not have been warranted. It might not have been warranted. So that's what I mean when I say made it seem like, because D could be wrong or TJ can be wrong. I'm not calling neither one of them wrong. He didn't yell at Miss Thought. She even said so. Yeah, so shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody talk different. But what I witnessed was Damn D saying, "Oh man, you being aggressive, bro. Why you so like, yo, I'm gonna call the police." Remember D said, "Yo, I'm gonna call the police." So he's making it seem like, he's being extremely aggressive. But either way it goes, yeah, man, they gotta figure that shit out. They gotta figure that shit out, man. Ain't a lot of shit like two people talking about. People talking about. Oh yeah, it's gonna sway it. It's gonna sway them perceptions. I've been seeing it going down in the chats, yo. People people are gonna pick their sides, you know what I mean? I think that's why Rodney said what he said, like, hey, if you if you start beefing with D now, or if you start beefing with TJ now, keep it there because you didn't say anything before. People do hold things in, but remember, perception is everything, people. A motherfucker can say something and somebody gonna go with it. That's just like other situations that done occurred in this sector. Because what happens is people say, yo, you still watching that person, bro? Like, man, I don't even rock with that person no more. How you still rocking with them? Because the perception might be different. You know what I'm saying? The perception might be different. Yeah, I agree with that too, CC. I think they should have been able to really settle that difference in one chat, in one live, but who am I to judge? That's because, people say, yo, we shouldn't say nothing because we rock with both people. Even though I'm kind of questioning scariness too. But as I say, there's always a right and wrong in situation. TJ went crazy. But just like D say, like, yo, what did you expect something different out of D? Why would we expect something different out of TJ? Yo, yeah, it is, CC. It is. And like I said, you expect nobody to do nothing different anyway. Nigga, you started talking about beef over here, that's what y'all gonna keep talking about. Or we ain't sending no. It's gonna be very seldom that you see new people in the chats. You're gonna see the same people, you know. But this the kind of content people do respect. I mean, not respect, but they appreciate, because that's what they came over here for, CC. It is what it is at this point, man. We ain't gonna get nothing different out the content. We really not. This is gonna be the content, man. And like D said, why would you expect something different out of him? Yeah, I had to too. I really did, because I know the type of. I mean, y'all seen the type of tracks I was making. I was listening. I was hearing things. Then I go back and I make a diss track. You know what I mean? So I had to fall back too, man, because it wasn't being well received anyway. So shit, it was just like it was not a waste of time. I was, attempting to show a talent. Yeah, this is the beef sector. But a lot of my shit wasn't received well. None of these people will ever meet Kwame. Nikki, you you're really on to something. And even Kwame said it today, because I was in his chat and he was like, man, I ain't having no party. He like, man, some of y'all cool, but hell no. I don't want to meet none of y'all. So people gotta take that. They gotta accept that, man. A lot of people don't have to fight for KB. He got his own, he gonna fight his shit, man. He been fighting his shit. So straight up, yeah, man. Just be yourself. Yeah, I agree with that, Nikki. Oh yeah, I fuck with TJ and damn D, man. Straight up and down. Oh yeah, CC, I agree with that too. Like, man, you can't fault it. People really be targeting that man, yo. So shit, motherfucker gotta stay out his way, man. Let him do his thing. Right. You said the shoe drop was enough. I ain't even know all of them people was down there from YouTube, bro. That's scary. I'd have been on paranoid mode. I'd have been paranoid as hell too. Cause now you gotta decipher what's real and what's fake. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's most definitely just saying I got both them niggas backs, honestly. They got it. That's why I say, man, just get what you gotta get out, bro, and keep it as, because I think that's another thing in our communities. Like, we fall out and we don't never find a way to, what I'm saying, to reach back out to each other, where we like, man, you know what, that shit wasn't about nothing, bro. Keep it moving, man. We good. We people. You feel me? So we gotta get to that point where we able to do that shit. If we can do that, then it'll be beneficial. Cause people be like, damn, they resolved that shit. You helping the next brother. So, but yeah, shout out to both of them, man. They both dope. Damn D got his way of presenting content. TJ got his way of presenting content. Even if they don't get back to that point, don't let it stem over, like Nikki said, like don't let it stem over into other people getting to a point where they like, man, I gotta get in the middle. I gotta take D side or I gotta take TJ side. Cause I ain't gonna do it. I rock with TJ, man. TJ dope as hell. And TJ was supporting my channel, you know, so shout out to TJ, man, for real, for real. And shout out to all of y'all, man, straight up. Um, God damn it. Yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Both them brothers can get past. If they can get past it, then that'll be beautiful. Even if they don't, I still support both them niggas, man. I support all people that I done been over here with, honestly. I done supported them all. I still do. Some people might not see it that way, but I ain't started no smoke with none of the people. I don't even see how they could hate the man. They ain't never even met him. See, that's crazy, but they do. You right. They do hate the man. I be hearing some of the chats. I be like, bro, why is y'all so goddamn? Y'all emotional as hell about this guy. But I think it has become a content thing. It has become one of those things that they feel like it's justified. Because they be trying to make it seem like the man done did so much foul shit. I'm like, bro, how? Where did you get that from? Yeah, most definitely, Nikki. I, 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 I see that, but I don't even remember how that started. I'm saying something, yeah, and then he made that famous ass shit with the going out blazing. Ain't none of y'all going out blazing like me. I'll be going out blazing. Like that shit was hilarious. I think they got past it though. So that's dope. That's, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, D be goddamn he just good at what he do, I guess. I don't even know how to really explain it. Cause like I don't even think he take himself serious in a lot of this shit. He be telling people that like, yo, y'all can't take me serious. Like, y'all know what I'm here for, man. So I told D that a long time ago, like when him and Sister T got into it. I was like, yo, D man, I was starting to side with Sister T. I was like, but then boy, Sister T kept going. I was like, nah, you gotta cook her ass. You gotta cook that motherfucker, cause she ain't gonna stop. And she be saying the most brutal shit about his ass. Oh bitch ass nigga. Oh pussy ass nigga. Oh Perry home trash ass. Well, I was like, God damn, this lady is turned the hell up. She was making that shit rough. Oh bitch ass nigga. Yeah, nigga. I'm like, yo, this lady is fucking crazy. Oh my god, man. Are you not entertained? I be entertained as hell. Stupid for nobody. We ain't beefing. I just disagree. I just can't play stupid. Out there dancing and singing and shit to bubbles and shit. Out there beefing. About trying to sing the bubble shit. That shit funny as hell, bro. You got talk to text on your phone? Oh yeah, probably in your messages. In your keyboard, I meant. Nah, man, they'll be alright though. They'll be alright. They both still got hell of a crowds. If it was affecting their crowds, I think people should step in at that point and be like, hey man, don't you think you should move on? But whatever. Where is Perry Holmes? He's the Perry home, boy. That's how you know she from Holmes. If she done witnessed Perry Holmes. D right. Stoner, shut your ass up. Man, you just fucking weird, bro. You be on some weird timing, Stone. I swear to God you do, man. You just want to see a fight, nigga. Why don't you start your own fight in this sector? Motherfuckers is gonna go watch, bro. How about that one? Go start your own shit. Nah, yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. What I'm saying is, it just always sounds like you're going to like it just always sounds like you just trying to start some shit. But that is your opinion, man. I ain't trying to fight you, bro. Nah, nope, not at all, Stoner. Have at it, brother. Have at it, man. I ain't finna sway no nothing for you, and not when it's pertaining to those men. If it has something to do with me, nigga, then I'll be saying something. He don't know shit. If it had something to do with me, I would say something. It's not me. I say nothing. Nah, Santino, you a mod, man. You ain't gotta go nowhere, bro. You know it all. You know how to smoke, nigga. I know. Is when you put that emoji, is that when you're blowing out smoke? Cause that's a lot of smoke. Oh yeah, salute to you, Santino. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, he got a job. You know that nigga got a job. Cause ain't no way nobody paying your goddamn phone bill. Ain't no way. I hope ain't nobody paying your phone bill, man. That nigga got a job. He probably work. He be on his phone all day. He probably got a job where he can be on his phone. He probably work from home. That boy work from the crib. You never know, right? You just never know a person. Cause you really don't know what people do or how they look really. Man, people always look different from the internet to like in person. It's a few people that I know I wouldn't recognize. I know I wouldn't recognize them in person. Cause I just don't. Sometimes I just don't be knowing what people look like because I don't be, paying attention to details and people's faces and stuff like that. So I could only imagine like half the people that I talk to, I would not know their ass in real life. I assume they are, just a stranger person, For real, man, shit. I wouldn't get no work done. I'd be doing some other shit at the crib. It takes a lot of discipline, I think, to work from the home. So shout out to them people. Them people strong as hell. Cause if I'm at home, hell no, what they do? If I'm at home, I'm at home, but I'm enjoying home. But the people that do it though, man, them people dope. Oh yeah, nah, he not. I seen him too, Santino. I heard his voice before. I think it was the time when he was basically giving recognition to somebody. It was definitely um in Moonlight. He's a Moonlight fanatic. You still be watching Moonlight content, Stoner? Man, that motherfucker crazy, man. That boy Nas X. But like they said, man, I kind of depicted this. That dude Nas X is not. He probably done committed gay acts at this point, but I don't think Nas X was never gay. I think he was pulling stunts that to make money, and that's what happened. I think that's exactly what happened with Lil Nas X. And so when that gimmick ran out because he wouldn't do no more stunts, then it was up for him. There wasn't nothing else to do. you know. Nah, I know he said he was, but um, somebody from his high school was like, "Yo, this man was never like that." That's why I said it, cause I had kind of felt like, yo, you don't really see him doing. I mean, he's done gay, those type of videos and stuff, and even done stuff in public to make it. They call it TV magic or stage magic. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a Houdini trick. You know what I mean? It's a weird one, but it could all well be very um, strategic for him to do that to make money. You know, a lot of people do stuff. You know what I'm saying? He said he got turned out. Somebody turned his ass out. Yeah, he couldn't fake it no more. He might be though. Shit, I don't know, man. It is what it is with him. I know his music ain't popping at all. A Nas X fan, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? See, there you go, Stone. You be saying weird shit, bro. Damn. Damn, bro. Nah, my favorite artist, bro. I don't really. If you listen to how I rap, I don't even like that type of music. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't listen to that type of shit. I'm more of like a J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar type of guy. You know what I'm saying? You said a fan though, and I didn't bring it up. I just, nah, Kodak like that. Now that motherfucker crazy too. But Kodak definitely dope on the Kodak a beast. I give that nigga a lot of credit when it come to music. He be putting together bars that I wouldn't expect him to put together. And that album he dropped years ago, man. I remember when he dropped that one when he had the fade. That was a monster album. I was bumping that shit. I ain't even gonna front. Yeah, Kodak dope. I give that to him. People like Kodak that you wouldn't even expect to like Kodak. That's how you know he a great artist. It's a lot of soul in his music. Nah, Kodak dope. I'm telling you, I rock with Kodak Black music. I really do. I really like that nigga music. I forgot the name of a lot of that music because it was a while ago. He was young, but he was making shit I could listen. He still makes stuff I can listen to. I've been watching his videos. I'm subbed up to him and everything. I think Kodak Black dope. You can check him out. He's just more just new school rap. That's all. But he got a unique way of expressing himself. His art is like it's for the people that can understand it. I assume. You know how that shit go. You know how that go. I be wanting to talk about I be wanting to talk about firearms on here, man. Who in the firearms on here? I've been putting these parts in my machinery. Who in the firearms on here? Raise your hand. I got my baby with me. Yeah. I know, right? I hope he do recover completely and just rid himself of all that. But when you down with certain things and shit, man, you just gotta move that way because people will start, it'd be like a survivor's remorse type thing when it comes to these artists. They gotta start moving accordingly. They gotta move with the people that they move with. So I don't know if you can show firearms on here. Yeah, hit that like button, man. I'm still trying to get this trip bar to work in my Gen 3 clone. And I haven't went back and I wanted to hit the range tomorrow, and they said you can't bring the firearm. I mean the camera in there and film. They say you can take pictures, but you can't do film. Why? I don't know, but referring to because I don't want to get flagged down. So because I'm not promoting hate or nothing. I'm just talking about it. But yeah, I'm up out of here, y'all. I did 47 minutes for y'all. Hopefully, we got some new subs, man. It is what it is. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Appreciate you, Stoner, pulling up, man. I see you a fan now, boy. Every time I go live, boy, you in here. So shout out to you, Stoner. CC, appreciate you holding it down. We up out this bitch, man. Salute. Hug your loved ones. Tell them you love them. Hugs, kisses, however you show affection. Because tomorrow's never promised, man. You know what I mean? So shout out to y'all. We up out of here. Salute.